The Christ Letters, with enhanced narration and text. Letter 7.1. The parable of the sower is still relevant. Narrator's note. A special word on formatting. The recorder explains in the foreword that in order to show that some powerful statement had come from Christ's mind into hers, she used italics, emboldening, and capitals. Some may find this unconventional formatting interferes with the flow of reading. And this was actually the intention, because these letters are not meant to be read, but pondered. This means you have to stop on the specially formatted words and think about what the words are trying to convey to you. You have to reach into the infinite dimension in order to try to understand what you are being told. To honor the recorder's intention, all the emboldened words have a reverb effect added to them, and the words in capitals and italics will also be highlighted with a bell sound, one bell at the start of the phrase and two bells at the end. These sound effects will help to harmonize the recording with the text. I am also reading slowly to allow time to ponder the meaning behind the words. Again, this is I, the Christ, who has come to you through a letter to whomever can receive my words. The following parable is as applicable to your modern era as it was to the times of the Jews, 2001 years ago. I commend its truth to you who reads these letters. A sower went out to sow, and as he sowed, some seeds fell along the path, and the birds came and devoured them. Other seeds fell on rocky ground, where they had not much soil, and immediately they sprang up, since they had no depth of soil. But when the sun rose, they were scorched and withered away. Other seeds fell upon thorns, and the thorns grew up and choked them. Other seeds fell on good soil and brought forth grain, some 100-fold, some 60, some 30. He who has ears to hear, let him hear. Hear then the meaning of the parable of the sower. I am the life, the truth, and the way. When anyone hears the message regarding the kingdom and does not understand it, the evil one, the selfhood, snatches away what was sown in his heart. This is what was sown along the path. As for what was sown on rocky ground, this is he who hears the message and immediately receives it with joy, yet he has no root in himself, but endures for a while. And when tribulation or persecutions come on account of the message, immediately he falls away. As for what was sown among thorns, this is he who hears the message, but the cares of the world and the delight in riches choke the message, and it bears no fruit. As for what was sown on good soil, this is he who hears and receives the message and understands it. He indeed bears fruit, and yields, in one case 100-fold, in another 60, and another 30-fold. Matthew 13, verse 3. My purpose in sharing this knowledge of the truth of being with you in these letters is to enable you to grow in spiritual love and wisdom, and bring forth the fruits and blessings of such spiritual love and wisdom in your every moment of evolving consciousness. I long for you to be richly joyful. Therefore, let us together plough into your human soil of consciousness, turn it over, get rid of the stones of despair, break down the clods of non-comprehension with deepening wisdom. Pull out the weeds of your negative mental emotional patterns with my help. Fertilize your soil of consciousness with ever-increasing faith. Then sow ever more beautiful seeds born of your evolving spiritual perceptions and unconditional love. My joy will be your joy in this endeavor, and your joy will be added to my joy. In this unity of purpose and achievement, you will eventually feel that you are indeed of my spirit, and my spirit is being poured into you. In this way, we will experience the oneness of that out of which we have both taken our individuality. My thoughts will become your thoughts, untainted by your former ego consciousness. I have described the process, the path along which you will travel to achieve your most sublime and perfect heart's desires. And so I say to you, although this letter may be difficult to accept at first and will require time and effort to fully understand, it is a strong link between your consciousness and mine. In my transcendent state, I can do more for you when you call upon me than I could if I were to return to earth in a physical body, when you might see me with your eyes and hear me with your ears, but your understanding of truth of being might be limited. In this mode of contact with your consciousness, you can receive me direct into your mind and heart when the preconditions to such contact have been fulfilled. For I tell you truly, the more time and meditation you devote to these letters, the more will it become possible for you to receive higher inspiration and instruction from me personally, because with every reading of these letters, the more will your own frequencies of consciousness be raised towards my spiritual consciousness frequencies, and eventually we will be able to reach a true meeting place of consciousness. Then abundant will be the fruitage in your life. To explain why this is so, I must tell you that my consciousness descends through many differing planes of vibrational frequencies of consciousness to meet the needs of those seeking help and inspiration. The many differing planes of consciousness my consciousness passes through are all distinct from each other. Each level of consciousness frequencies creates and manifests as different conditions of existence. Since the highest and lowest vibrational frequencies of consciousness are produced by the highest or lowest spiritual, mental, emotional patterns or forms of consciousness. By high and low patterns, I mean those which are closest and furthest from divine consciousness intent.